This Ukrainian refugee who broke up home of host couple blames the ex-girlfriend. I thought this would be a really interesting read. So, a Ukrainian refugee who broke up the relationship of a British couple who took her in said her man's jilted ex only has herself to blame. Wow. Sofia Karkadim, 22, fled the war torn city of Lviv and was generously taken in by security guard Tony Garnett, 29, and his then girlfriend Lorna in the UK earlier this month. But after only 10 days, sparks began to fly between Karkadim and the heavily tattooed humanitarian and father of two. Karkadim, who was an IT professional in Ukraine, blamed Lorna's spiraling suspicions for pushing her into Garnett's arms. Her constant suspicions, the tension, it just pushed me and Tony closer together, Karkadim told the Sun. She created this situation by constantly suggesting something was going on when it wasn't. So this is her fault. Wow. Oh, Lord. Like, oof, oof. Karkadim claimed her host's relationship was already faltering badly by the time she rode into town. As far as I'm concerned, they destroyed their relationship long before I arrived. She said, their relationship was at fault. None of this is my work. It was my decision to leave when I did, and Tony decided to come with me. Wow. Garnett eventually bailed on his relationship with Lorna and is planning a future with Karkadim. The refugee said her family has disowned her over the episode, arguing that other potential hosts will think twice before welcoming Ukrainians into their homes. They say that because of me, nobody in the UK will take in Ukrainians, she told The Sun. Every UK family will now think I can't take in a refugee because she will take my husband from me. It's more than about me, Tony, and Lorna. But despite the tensions encircling them, Garnett and Karkadim are still thriving. I know it sounds what has gone on, but you deal with the cards you've been dealt, Garnett said. To me, the cards I got, it was a no-brainer. I'd rather be on my arse now and happy. I know I've done the right thing. Now, this is a very interesting thing. I mean, feel free to give your thoughts on this. But this kind of goes to show you, like, whoever you end up choosing in a relationship has a lot of effects on your life, right? Because obviously he was not the right person for his ex. His ex was not the right one for him. The Ukrainian girl may or may not be the right person for him, and vice versa. And it just gets into a really weird situation because, like, why would you even invite someone into your home if there was already trouble going on in your relationship? If that's actually the case, right? I wonder if there's any comments on this because this is absolutely crazy. Okay, yes, there is. So once his multiple child support starts and money gets tight, she'll be gone. He's a stepping stone to better things, just saying. This Ukraine girl is a solid 4 over there. Much better ones to take advantage of. Just so this fella knew what kind of woman the Ukraine girls was, she serviced him within 10 minutes of meeting him. Old girlfriend only noticed her because her Chips Ahoy disappeared. How on earth is this story back again today? Must be slim pickings for the woman in this guy's area. I stopped drawing on my face when I was 7. Some people hate themselves so they try and cover themselves up with ink. His girlfriend that took off probably heard about a Twinkie sale and off she went. Once the new gal goes through this guy's life savings of 43 pounds, she will be gone. She should write a book titled Confessions of a Shameless Home Wrecker. 10 days and they're soulmates. Blah ha ha. I just hope the ex girlfriend and kids don't take him back when Miss Ukraine dumps him post haste. This is high school drama, not news. This is all just so sordid, stop writing about it. This is disgusting, but why is it even news? I like Lorna better. This other chick's demeanor in the pictures alone rubbed me the wrong way, and her face painted like a clown, hence she lacks self-awareness. Lorna has curves and looks like a lot of fun, and has a pretty face. So then her suspicions were correct. LOL. Inked up losers. I mean, there's a lot of people who just like to talk badly about other people. The reality is, for something like this to happen within like 10 days, where a father of two leaves his girlfriend for a Ukrainian refugee that they brought into their house 10 days before, things were going on between them probably the very first day. Like, that is probably the reality of the situation. Because think about that. You basically are together within 10 days of knowing each other. Like, that's crazy. Like, that is literally crazy. And the thing is, the loser out of this whole situation is not the ex, is not the Ukrainian girl, it's him. It is Garnett. And the reason for that is because if he just goes with the flow to whatever is easiest or seems better to him at the moment, he's going to keep going down this path of like, oh, let me go to this new girl. Oh, let me go to this new girl. Oh, let me go to this new girl. And by the time of like, I don't know, like 10 plus years later, he's going to have like, I don't know, like 10 kids from 10 different women, right? So he's going to have massive amounts of child support. He's going to have basically no money. He might get into prison or jail because of not paying payments to his baby mamas. Like, he's basically putting himself in a situation where he's going to be probably in a financial downward spiral for the rest of his life based off his choices in his partners. Because he obviously just cannot be consistent in who he chooses to mate up with. And that's going to be really bad for him in the future, right? Because look, he spends money on ink, on his face, on tattoos, and all that kind of stuff, right? And there's nothing necessarily wrong with tattoos, but tattoos aren't really cheap, right? So you're putting money into something like that. You were with your girlfriend that you were not married to. You had two kids, maybe from your girlfriend or maybe from a different relationship. And basically, you cheated on your girlfriend that you're not married to in the house that you probably owned together, or she owned, and you just lived there as kind of like a deadbeat. Like, it's the lesson that can be learned from this whole article is be very careful who you choose as a partner, because this is not right in any sense of the form, and this is probably one of the worst financial decisions ever, because he's going to have to pay child support. He's going to have to like, the reality is he's probably going to get the Ukrainian girl pregnant, and then she's going to leave him and get child support from him, and then she's going to move on to someone who makes probably more money or something like that. Like, it's just going to become even like a bigger crap hole. If you want to learn how to get out of debt, go to 40inbox.com. This is like a crazy thing for me to read, because like, you gotta be super careful who you choose to be a partner with.